Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss stability charts and stability numbers from the chapter Stability of Slope. The stability number is defined as Sn equal to C upon Fc gamma h. So here C is the cohesion intercept, Fc is the factor of safety with respect to cohesion, gamma is the density of soil, and h is the height of the slope. So this stability number is a dimensionless quantity. The reciprocal of stability number is called as stability factor. So what Taylor did is he assumed different values of factor of safety with respect to friction for different slope angle. So he assumed value of factor of safety with respect to F5, and using this value he obtained value of phi m, which is equal to F5 into phi, which is angle of internal friction. Then he performed the analysis on the slope which is inclined at an angle I by friction circle method, and then he obtained value of Fc, that is factor of safety with respect to cohesion. In short, he obtained value of Fc using value of F5 by friction circle method, and then by using this value Fc he determined the value of stability number. So using value of Fc he determined stability number Sn is determined. So he performed friction circle method for different values of slope angles and for different values of factor of safety with respect to friction, and then he obtained corresponding values of stability number, and then using this value of F5, I and stability number he prepared a chart. This chart is called as stability chart. So if we use this chart and if we know the value of F5, if we know the value of I, then using this chart we can directly obtain the value of Sn. Now Sn is equal to C upon Fc gamma h. So once we obtain the value of Sn from the chart, we can obtain the value of factor of safety with respect to cohesion. So because of this stability chart, we don't have to perform the friction circle method, which is time taking process. We can directly obtain the value of factor of safety with respect to cohesion. Now we know the value of F5 is equal to phi upon phi m. So this stability chart won't be applicable if value of phi m is equal to 0. The soil which is having phi m equal to 0 is called as purely cohesive because frictional resistance is 0 in such soils, or it is also called as frictionless soil. So for such soils for which this stability chart is not applicable, he prepared different stability chart. So for such soil whose mobilized friction is 0, he introduced another term which is called dF. It is also called as depth factor, and it is equal to depth of hard stratum below the top of the slope divided by height of the slope. So he prepared chart for different values of df and different values of stability number using different values of slope angles. So we will discuss both these charts in details now. So this is the first stability chart which is obtained for soil having phi m greater than 0 or phi m which is not equal to 0. So these charts are prepared by indicating stability number on y-axis for different values of slope angle and for different values of phi m, that is mobilized friction angle. So suppose if we want to find the stability number for slope angle I equal to 20 degree and phi m equal to 5 degree, then the corresponding stability number will be 20. We will draw an offset from 20 towards the curve indicating phi m equal to 5 degree, and then horizontal offset will intersect suppose at 0.08. Then this will be the stability number for this value. When the slope is steep, suppose this is a steep slope, in that case failure surface passes through the toe. Whereas for flatter slope, suppose this is a flatter slope, in that case the failure surface extends below the toe. So this chart is based on the most critical failure surface which passes through the toe. The slope angle, if the slope angle I is greater than 53 degree, that means if slope is steep, then toe failure occurs. And if slope angle is less than 53 degree and for small values of phi m, the failure surface extends below the toe. That means failure surface pass below the toe. Now this is the second stability chart which is useful for the soil with phi m equal to 0. And in such soils when slope angle is less than 53 degree, the failure surface extends below the toe. In such case, this chart is applicable, and here we have introduced the parameter df as we have discussed before. So here df is equal to depth of hard stratum below the top of the slope divided by height of the slope. So if we know the value of df, if we know the angle of inclination I, then we can obtain the corresponding value of stability number from this chart. So for example, suppose df is equal to 2 and I is equal to 15 degree, then corresponding stability number will be, we will take offset from 2 up to I equal to 15 degree, and then we will take horizontal offset. So Sn will be 0.15. So here in this figure we can see that the failure surface is below the toe. The depth of failure surface will be up to the depth of hard stratum. Means this failure surface will reach the hard stratum. So suppose x is the height of hard stratum below the top of the slope and this h is the height of the slope, then df will be equal to x upon h. So this x will be equal to df into h. So this height will be equal to df h. This chart can also be used to determine the distance nh from the toe where the slip surface cuts the horizontal line. So suppose this is the slope where slip surface passes well below the toe. H is the height of the slope and df into h is the height at which the hard stratum lies. So using this chart we can determine the value of nh, which is distance between toe and the point where the slip surface cuts the horizontal line. So in order to determine the value of n, we will use this dotted lines. So these lines are used to find the value of n. And once we determine the value of n, we can determine this distance, nh. Now here we can see another lines which are dashed. So these dashed lines are used when toe failure occurs. These solid lines are used when base failure occurs. So now let us summarize the uses of stability charts and stability number. So stability number can be used to determine the factor of safety of a given slope. So factor of safety can be obtained from this formula, which is Fc equal to C upon Cm, which is equal to C upon Sn gamma h, where Sn is the stability number. This stability number can be obtained from the stability chart. So if we know the value of I, if we know the value of phi m, then we can find the value of Sn from the stability chart, and then putting this value in this equation we can get the value of Fc. The second use of stability chart is these are also be used to determine the steepest slope possible for a given factor of safety. In this case, the stability number is computed from the relation Sn equal to C upon F gamma h. So here in this case, value of factor of safety will be already predetermined and we can find the value of stability number. Thank you for watching.